The HeyGears Reflex RS is currently on sale at its lowest price ever, $699.
This is Groundeffected. My name is your dad. This video was sponsored by HeyGears. So first off, let me give you a little bit of information about this machine. You've already seen it on my channel before, but I will tell you some of this stuff really quickly so you can understand more about it. The build volume is 222 by 122 by 228 millimeters. The screen size on this machine is 10.3 inch and it is an 8K screen. Your native pixels on your XY axis is 29.7 microns and the printing accuracy is around 15 microns. This is pretty tiny if you ask me. The wavelength of the light of the UV is 405 nanometers and that is a very nice color of light for curing resin. HeyGears printer is on the lowest price that it can be, the Reflex RS, and because of this it obviously got pulled out the cupboard so we can make a video about it, and Frankie had some questions which I thought might help you in making up your own mind. What's the problem?
So I've heard this printer has a good way of fixing failed prints and stuff, or just ensuring they don't fail quite as much.
Okay, so this machine has brains bigger than my own brains. It has a little sensor in it, the Z-axis. It has a sensor in the bottom as well. It actually has multiple sensors. It senses at like a bunch of points throughout the bottom of the printer. And what it's doing is it's feeling the peel force. It's checking the temperature because I've got a heater attached to it as well. So it essentially calculates what's going on. It has this little like heartbeat thing, which is essentially the printer feeling every single bit of force going around, and it will tell if it's pulling too hard or harder than normal, which will then obviously make it decide whether it needs to pull faster or pull slower if something is perhaps feeling like it's detaching. So it has brains to work itself how to print without actually as many failures in theory, especially because the resin that you use, they've all had their own calibration done, so the machine knows exactly what resin and what exposure to use, essentially cutting out all of the thumb sucking. But I have seen Anthony Lomini, who is a Greedy 3D, printing with other resins. So technically you can put other resins in this machine and print as well, but realistically if you use the resin that they have, then you can just push print and it will know what it's doing. The reason that Anthony was able to use other resins is because of the brain of the machine. So the machine was telling itself that it didn't have to worry, but if it would pull a little bit harder, pull a little bit softer, and it would just automatically print because the machine was being clever. It wasn't even, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the resin, why have we got a PAF 10 and a PAS 10? What's that? But what's the difference? What's the deal there?
So these are two different resins, but this is the refillable bottle. You can use this bottle to refill with this, but this is slightly cheaper because it doesn't come in the refillable bottle. However, the difference is this is more like an ABS-like. The PAF 10 is like ABS-like. This is the resin that I've used to print this in, and the PAS 10 is a standard resin that is more just like the standard Brittle resin that you use. But this is quite flexible, this stuff, and it means that in theory you can throw your models around and they shouldn't break, but depending on how hard you throw them. So if you're looking for something that is like plug and play and you literally just want to stick the machine on and basically click print with a little bit less faff, well then this is the kind of machine that you want, because it is going to do all of that in it's got its own like slicer that handles all the supporting. It pretty much works out everything for you. The only thing is that I personally think that you need to put in a little bit of knowledge into figuring out orientation and things, because that will help. It's a computer, so it doesn't know that the face, for example, of your model is here, and it might want to try orient it because it thinks that's the best direction to print it, but it's a computer, so it doesn't know that's a face. So sometimes you have to like figure out the best orientation, and personally I think it's better to orientate your models then click auto support, because if you click auto support it will literally just put supports everywhere that you want, and then you can pretty much click print after that.
Okay, so leveling can be a bit complicated. Do we need to level this machine?
No, this machine doesn't need any leveling. It does its own leveling, so you don't need to level this machine. It automatically levels itself. It automatically fills itself because of due to gravity. But also, if you have the heating module, it automatically heats itself as well. It literally wouldn't start this print until it had heated up the resin to 23 degrees before it even started. So the model that we decided to print to show this machine off was this epic spider lady girl from CA3D Studios. By the way, you should definitely check them out. They created this model, and they create models every single month very similar to this for you to 3D print and paint for yourself. This model was massive though. It's huge and it requires a large amount of printing plates, and because of that there's a really cool feature that they have, which is a multi-plate printing function inside of the slicer, which you can see us using right now. We're using the different plates to set out all the parts, and after we've done that we can then support each part like that, and we can send individual plates to the printer and print each one as they come consecutively, because it took a bunch of plates to print this model. So technically this printer can actually print pre-supported models, those ones that you get from some patrons that are just not supported so well. Even though it's not supported so well, because of the brains in it, it will technically help you to print those things, because it will try to accurately gauge how much pressure it needs to pull and the right exposure, all the rest of the things. So that's one of the features that this machine has. It can also obviously accurately print complex models. For example, something like this in multiple parts. This thing is made up of like literally a bunch of parts, and because of that you need them to stick together very well. So obviously you need for good dimensional accuracy within the printer, and that's something it just handles or mostly on its own. So the printer and the software is basically upgraded every month based on user feedback. So if you contact them and tell them that your printer has decided to walk out the door and grow legs, they might change that feature and it will no longer grow legs in future.
Give them arms.
It might have arms, which is not, I mean, both are pretty bad if your printer has that. I mean, essentially the printer is made for beginners. It's designed to be used really easily with a little as hurdle to jump over as possible, really. And at this point the price is pretty good, so if you're thinking about jumping in on a HeyGears machine, this might be the right time for you to jump in. You do need to purchase the heater separately. I don't know if that is available on this bundle price, but this price is a whole lot cheaper than it has ever been in the past.
So after printing this spider lady, how are you feeling about the printer? Are you happy with it, or the results it gives you? What your thoughts?
I think realistically the printer itself prints fantastic detail. Like, the level of detail is absolutely incredible. Genuinely, it's one of the crispest printers that I have printed with. That is for a fact. I've never used actually this PAF 10, but I think I used the PAS 10 in the past, and that was fantastic stuff. I printed once an entire Dr. Doom in solid. I didn't even put any holes in it, and it literally printed. It didn't fail anything. I printed this head solid as well, and there's like a lot of weight behind it, and so, like, to do that is not that easy, but this printer just kind of makes that easy to do. The thing I really like about this is only printed at 0.05, and even so it still is incredibly crisp and just incredibly clean. The resin itself cleans off very easily with alcohol, and it just looks so good after it's cured. All the dimensional accuracy is great because all the model parts fit together, keys fit very nicely, but also it does help to have a great sculptor or a good company behind the sculpting, like CA3D Studios, for example. But everything seems to fit together very, very well. So the resin, this is the PAF 10. It's really flexible, so I'm pretty sure I could throw this across the room and maybe break one of the legs, but I wouldn't do that. It's ABS-like. It does what it needs to do, but obviously they don't call it ABS-like. They've got their own naming convention for their resins, which is fair enough because they have their own resin for their own unique system. Hopefully this video gave you a little bit of insight into what this machine is pretty much about. But of course, I just want to mention that if you are thinking of buying a machine, this is the lowest price this machine is going to be. So that's what I'm told. So in theory, if you were wanting to buy it and you could afford to buy it, well then buy it. But I'm not your financial advice man. So if you are not able to afford this machine, well then maybe it's not the right one for you. But I want to just let you know this is the price it is right now. And I was told by HeyGears this is the lowest it's going to be. So if you are interested in it, well maybe this is the time to click that purchase now button. Also, there will be a link for that down below, and I think that's an affiliate. If it is, then cool, I get some money. If it isn't an affiliate, well, who knows what's going on at this point. I don't even know why I'm still standing here. And if you didn't like any of that, well then just f*** off, mate. 2, 1, action.
The HeyGears Reflex RS is currently on its sale for the lowest price ever, $699.
Just a little bit less like Dracula.
That's my default. So I've heard that the HeyGears...
There's something wrong with your throat.